Hello, everybody. I hope you all are safe. Um, hope everybody's safe with everything that's going on, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. Um, I know some of you all do not have power. Please know, and you're kind of looking at these things from your phones. Please know that this is you're not able to. If for some reason things are spotty, because I had somebody ask like, "Hey, what if I can't really see you because it's spotty?" These Tuesday tunings do go to the YouTube page. Go to Deals with Angie, and you can be able to catch back up on these if for some reason your phone drops or your call drops. I won't be on here long. I just want to go over some things in regards to after this storm. First of all, like I stated, I hope that everything is okay with everybody, that everyone's safe. I know we still have people that's out of power. Guys, if you can, I'm originally from the upstate. If you can, please keep them in your prayers, as well as in other areas that have been affected, because it's a little bit of a mess, but we're going to get through it. Okay. So I just want to dive quickly on some information. First of all, guys, if you're going, for those of you all, if you have not gone through, most of you probably already have by now, and what to do after a storm like this. One of the things you want to do in regards to your property is you definitely want to walk around your house. Go outside, walk around your house, inspect the property, go in your attic for one. Afterwards, I checked in on a lot of clients who had just closed. Some of them who they're on the market. And one of the things that we want to make sure is, for one, is that if you can, take a flashlight, go in your attic and just look around, see if you see any maybe standing water or staining in your attic. Those are the things you want to look at. Also, if you see any staining in your ceilings, you may see like a bare amount of staining, and it may be something major upstairs. So just, hey, it doesn't hurt to take a look into it. Sometimes shingles, they blow up, and so sometimes water can get underneath there, but the shingle's still there. So it may look like those shingles overturned, but they did. It just blew back down. So it's always good to just kind of go in there and just see if there's any types of issues that have happened. All right. On the outside of your properties, guys, look for anything that might have fallen off. Like in us, we had security cameras that just fallen off. So we had to make sure we grab those things. And then also, depending on how the security camera is attached, it could sometimes tear off your face and other things. So go through and take a look at those things to make sure there's nothing going on. Another thing is that when it comes to items that you might have had on your front porch or your back porch, guys, if it's blown away, check to see if it may be in the other neighbor's yard. I had some calls where I think a trampoline had literally blown over a couple of doors later. Just check with your neighbors. Sure, if you don't see it there, they're like, hey, I think this might be here. Let me come across and find and pick this up. Um, Trees. If you did not have trees that have already fallen, guys, please inspect for trees that may still be in a weak state. I know one of the things when we had to, not only does my family stay in the upstate, but my son also goes to school down there. And so up there. And so when my husband was driving there, he was having situations because trees were falling as he's driving on the highway. And it could be, guys, that the trees are still there, but they may be in a weak state to whereas it could be just a regular rain or regular wind. And guess what it's going to do? Push that tree right on over. We had to actually cut some trees down because they didn't fall, but they were uprooted enough to where they can fall easily in the road. They can fall on cars and everything else. So go ahead and just be proactive with that. Go ahead and just check to see if it's already leaning into a state to where it looks like it be able to be pushed down. Go ahead and just take the initiative to go ahead and get quotes. And I say quotes, which is plural, because at this moment, what you do want to do is you want to make sure that you're getting multiple quotes to make sure that you don't have anybody price gouging you due to the fact of the scenario of what's going on. All right. So you want to kind of make sure of that. The next thing is that you also want to make sure that you can go ahead and, like I said, check to make sure that those things are good in regards to what you're needing to do. Check to make sure that you have what you're needing to have in reference to your for your insurance company. Make sure that you have your information. Guys, if you don't know who your insurance adjuster is or your agent, reach out to them. There's some situations where people thought that they had insurance and turns out the insurance has lapsed. Guys, please check into that and make sure that you have your current information. And if you have sent payment in, make sure you stay on top of your payments too. Because I've been hearing whereas some payments are due for insurance companies, and guess what? They all of a sudden are having issues with their payment systems. You want to make sure that if for some reason you always, paid it online, but you're having some technical issues, you call that insurance company and say, hey, I need you to take this payment. Or you also can call your insurance agent who assisted you with the policy to see if they can assist too with getting information for you. But you make sure you want to stay on top of that. And not just now, guys, you want to stay on top of that always when it comes to insurance, because here's the thing. You may have a really great quote and you're able to keep that great quote because guess what? You continue to keep that policy. But if they drop you, that now leaves you in a place to where they can go a little bit higher. And so you just want to make sure that you have those things situated, okay? Another thing that I want you to be aware of too as well is there are that have been declared in areas of FEMA. For those of you who don't know, most of you don't know what FEMA is, but hey, now there's certain areas, and I'm going to share my screen that you can be able, that's what I was doing before. These are the areas, guys, that you see that are available right now that is approved for FEMA. And you can be able to get this information by going to this website here. Go to this website to go ahead and start. If you're in these areas, you could go ahead and start applying for FEMA, all right? You don't necessarily, sometimes people always, if you have questions for what you can be able to claim or what is available for you, they do have their contact number on the website, but please do not wait. Go ahead and start if you are in areas that are listed. And if you go, when I went here, guys, what I did was I went to the website and then I just checked for South Carolina, and they're updating this list all the time. Okay. This is what's currently on there now, but they update this list all the time. So go on there, check to see if you're in one of those counties. Go ahead and start your application process. I do not know what the time period is in regards to the process. I do not know any more detail than that, but I just wanted to share that because I know that I have a lot of people who watch that are in these particular areas, and I want to make you aware. I am working to see if I can possibly get someone that is working on a line with FEMA. One of the local leaders here. I am checking to see if I can possibly get them on tomorrow, praying that I can, so that way they can get us a little bit more information on what you need to do and how you need to do it. Stay tuned. If we have another Tuesday tune in, it'll actually be a Wednesday Wednesday wake up call, probably Wednesday check in, to whereas we can be able to get that information. But I want you guys to go ahead. As I said, the site is down here for you to go ahead and start that. If you do not see your county on here, please note they are updating the counties periodically. So just because your county is not on here now does not mean it will not be on here later. You definitely want to make sure that you go back and forth and continue to check this site if you are affected in one of these areas, to where you can go through and start the application process. Guys, do not wait. Go ahead and do it. And if you have questions on what you need to do as far as the application, contact them. They have a contact number for you to be able to do so. They also have FAQ section, which is, information. Go ahead and for frequently asked questions is what FAQ stands for, excuse me. So check, do not hesitate. Go ahead and wait. Don't wait to see if somebody else gets a check. Don't wait to see if anybody else gets a claim. You make sure that you go through and you put the claim in for your family. Okay. All right. And guys, if we can, you probably have already. If not, please pray for those who have been affected by this storm. Please be with them. If you can help out as far as with donating things, please make sure that you do that. If you can assist in regards to getting any type of um, um, uh, oh my goodness, I can't think of what supplies or anything out there, please do so. And most importantly, be safe. There are still trees that are out there. Be patient with your utility companies. Be patient with those that are trying to clear these roads, because they are away from their families too as well while they're doing this, and they are also going through this too. So not only are they trying to help restore your power, they also are without power, and some of them without water. So just make sure that that you're kind and courteous to the people that are trying to get this infrastructure back as well. All right. Okay, guys. Well, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be safe. May God be with you all, and you have a blessed evening. Thank you. And keep tuned. Stay tuned. If I'm able to get the person on tomorrow, then I will put that on my Facebook page that can go into a little bit more details in regards to the FEMA process. Thank you.